these days people are not patient, you know? Even 50 seconds, 1 minute is like people get like scroll like easily. I want to see like different colors for every single scene so the people doesn't get bored or like what's coming, what's the color coming.
When I first watched it, it's some kind of dance museum.
Yes. Oh, glad you say that. Yes, exactly. I wanted to make like museum. Yes, true actually.
Okay, so before everything, can you briefly introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Momokuyama from Japan. Yes, that's all. I'm the dancer, also a choreographer, and also doing like a little directing too.
The reason that I contacted you was, as I mentioned before, is about the performance video NEWTONE that you created. It was really awesome. Can you introduce to the audience like what is this performance video is about?
This was actually like a volume 3. I've been doing this video project like when the COVID hit. Like literally every dancers was like no idea what we're gonna do actually. There's a one song, all my friends like using it. So I was like, oh, why don't we just like create together, like film by yourself and get it together for make one video. Still inspire, still can share during like in the lockdown time. So I asked Mark, who is like the one of my favorite videographer. So I talked to Mark. It's like Mark, why don't we just like make the video dance and like make people like there's a dancer still can share something like happiness. And he was like, yeah, let's do it. And volume 2 was like also in Japan. I feel like a teacher is like amazing, but like it's still like individually. I want to make it everyone like one art together. So I think like 3 years ago it was like a volume 2. Me and also videographer Mark was. And then it's been 3 years. Like last year, Ich-chan was calling me like out of nowhere. Like she was like, Momo-chan, like I kind of want to do this is time. Like why don't we connect like next generations? Why don't we gonna share with like all the generations together? And this is like Japan dancers. Like we want to still share what dancers can create different vision things. This is like a volume 3. I kind of want to do like a big, like bigger and also different things. That's how we kind of started doing it.
Wow, the story is really big. I mean,
It is.
I mean, at first when I watched it, it was just like creative content, but like after hearing your story, it's more like a community project.
True, actually.
Oh, it's really interesting.
Mm.
So basically, when you were creating the contents, you mix the song and you also choreograph at the same time, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh.
So like I want to make the music together with the artist. That was like my goal. So like me, Mark, and Ichan, the direct team was like, okay, we need to choose the music and then let's hit the artist. So it actually when we talked to artist, like he was like, I'm down for it. It's such an honor to like dancers use like my song. So like let's fucking doing it. We kind of like request what we want to. Okay, there's a one music, but like music is always like an instrumental and voice. That's how we come like a music. But like the dancers is such a like a physical artist. So we were asking like, can we do individually? So like instrumental first and only voice, and I put like every dancers to create. So I literally let them to create like a this sounds or this dancer, this part or this dancer. So like there's like a 12, 14 different part of like every part is like so different. So instrumental, voice, and then original remix song.
The song NEWTONE, like how did you choose it at the first place?
Ooh, good question. There's so many options actually. Me, Mark was like, we still like we're trying to looking like a good balance. There's so many different styles, like jazz dancers, contemporary popping dancer, hip hop dancers, house dancers. So you have to be like everything connected. So like music supposed to be like good balance. Daichi Yamamoto-san such a like a good voice as like he can be like kind of like a jazzy style, but at the same time R&B is there and the hip hop. We kind of ask him like which song can you actually separately instrumental voice and then remix and then actually we took like this is the first place we want to do in it and he was like oh this is easy like let's do it so it was like click.
The title NEWTONE and the kind of narrative of the video fits really well, like because it's showing different tone and the style of the dancers as well.
The idea was like the Newton feels like the apple like a gravity but also like Daichi Yamamoto-san Newton is like a different feeling what he has for the song and he also like lyrics is like so much meaning like fashion also has like a gravity and like also like waters and like there's so many punch up like a Newton so we're kind of like have fun to like what's the Newton mean but we doesn't want to make like obvious we want to ask the audience what you feel the Newton too so we were like kind of like a throwaway like this is the apple what do you feel so like me and Wako was like let's see what audience feel even like they don't get it it's fine yeah kind of like that.
During the video, there is a scene that like dancers with black clothes, they are like holding apples and throwing
Yes.
to the upward. I was really curious, like, what's the meaning of this scene? I mean, I can see the concept and the narrative, but that specific scene was like, why apple? Why apple? I was keep thinking about it. Okay, now I can see that. Okay, it's really interesting. So you try to put different elements like different dancers and different styles and different songs into one piece. So you needed to have some kind of like overall concept to unify all of them. Can you briefly introduce like what was the like storyline or narrative or the concept of it?
If you put like same colors like red it's gonna be red too but the dance has how we amazing for is like you never know what color it's gonna be if you put red and yellow people think like a green but like a dancers the dancer who has a color if we connect with the music and it goes like a different color too there's a no way you can expect it my goal was like I want to make like different colors for everything because like the song is like 5 minutes these days people are not patient even 50 seconds 1 minute is like people get like scroll like easily but so I want to make every different color people cannot expect it so it's like I want to use pull it up like different colors that's all I have actually there's no even concept I want to see like different colors for every single scene so the people doesn't get bored or like what's coming what's the color coming so that was like all my kind of like concept for this video.
I mean, when I first watched it, it's some kind of dance museum, you know?
Yes. Oh glad you say that yes exactly I wanted to make like museum yes true actually.
At the start of the video, like there are dancers in formation with black clothes. They were really like Greek sculpture in Roman museums. And then there are different colors with different dance style. It was some kind of like a display in different museum sections, right? So that was really great.
Thank you. The beginning was like for me was like I wanted to start with the museum too, like with the white structure, like every statue and like the guy I picked, like he need to be opening. The opening is the edge. How people gonna watch like oh my god what look like? What's gonna happen? Always like an opening is the key. Opening it have to be weird museum that people can expect it what's going on. So that was like oh like biggest my key point.
As you told me, like there are so many dancers, so many people were involved, and like even you want to unify all different pieces of art into one place. Like saying is easy, but executing is really difficult, right?
Yes.
I want to hear like how was that process? Like what kind of difficulty you have or what kind of happiness you have? Like is there anything you want to say about it?
It was actually the filming day was only one day from 4 a.m. till like 11 p.m. Before like a last train. So the day everyone arrived, I mean, that schedule was crazy. Like some artists can only stay like 30 minutes or 1 hour. So like it have to be like quick and quick. How Icha make the schedule was like so specific and it was perfect. We took 50 extra dancers from, we did kind of like an audition too, and also like our student put it up. So it was the hardest actually. 50 extra dancers, and we never have the rehearsal before. We never done with like such a huge scene, and I never have like the up camera. So like everyone's like a literally standing on the floor, and we look up the camera and we have to do something like that, but we never know what's the look like. So that was the hardest, like the high angle one and the 50 extra dancers. It was make me sound crazy too.
I'm also surprised that it's just a 1 day filming with
Yes,
is it also the space? Is it also a single space?
yes, it's just like a huge like a venue, like only one white. I wanted to use like a water and like the white statue. So we went to some garage to pick like every props what we want to use. And the day was like a came with a huge truck, and like they bring like a chairs, stairs, and water and glass, everything.
While you were taking care of like director roles, you also created the choreography and you also participate in the video as well. Is there any like the best part that you really liked in the video?
Definitely I love the looks with the 50 people, and I never have the high angle. So I was like, oh, that looks amazing actually. I love the scene. Also, in Japan, as I said before, it's really hard to dancers together, like as a teachers. Everyone's busy, like they never have time to dance together. So what I like the part I choreograph with my friends, and like all the teachers dance together at the end of the scene. The scene core was like upcoming dancers, like 10 upcoming dancers dancing, and we dance exactly same choreograph. We pass you guys for the future, but like also like we still connected, sharing the generation and then make it like one space together. So that also my favorite part too.
I want to hear about collaboration with Makun as well. I met Makun last year, and I also know that he's really a beautiful videographer and beautiful dancers. But I want to hear like how it's working with him and
Ah,
making this whole thing work.
it's crazy. Me and Marco, I think like totally different personality. I'm like such an outgoing. It's so easy me for like, oh, I want to do this one. Oh, I want to do like this idea. Like whatever I see, I want to do this one. Like so pop up like any idea. And Mark is like each idea take it and then open up and then okay, Momo-san, what you said before, like a million things, like let's take this one and then open up and then like what's the detail we can do. It's such a beautiful, like we trust each other and we know what's the best each other. He filmed every single artist, and he's like a dancer too, so like he know what's the best movement for the dancers. Whatever he said, people can trust.
The leaders that I met usually
Mm.
say that like when you are with great people, they just do whatever they need to do, and that's what like the project is about. So maybe
Yes.
you did really well with like gathering the great people, I guess.
Also like the teach, like all the dancers was there, so like whenever like they going off, they was like, oh, I need to do more. So like everyone's like inspire each other. So we never like, there was like hundreds dancers, but like no one see each other before. So the day of the space was everyone like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So that also make the artists like do better performance. So it was like such a actually good idea just do filming 1 day together, so it felt everyone's together.
So the place literally became a like place of community, not just a
Yes,
place of
yes,
shooting.
support each other and like we scream each other, like the space was beautiful, like such a warm, inspiring. Yes.
Wow, it was really great. I think it was released around late of June at the time of release. How was your feeling?
Mark started to editing was like right after 2 weeks, and like after he sent it to the demo, it was actually already amazing. So like maybe we have like a 3-4 times meeting and like we kind of figured out what's the best. We kind of really excited like what's the dancers reacted to. Once we sent the video for the groups, like everyone was like, oh my goodness, like we have no idea what's gonna look like. That's crazy. Like this is a like movie. And we are really excited to share and like how they react was also such an honor to hear.
Recently, when industry is creating like mega scale videos, they're trying to attract people with just a number. Of course, it's really awesome to see like so many people in one place and the energy made by them. But at the same time, I want to see some kind of difference, like characteristic of different people and like mix up the different energies. And I really wanted to see that kind of video. And suddenly your video came up, and that was really what I really wanted to watch.
Oh, thank you.
So I really want to say thank you for creating this beautiful video.
Thank you though. No, it was like kind of really scared me to share as well because like it's 5 minutes video recently is the hardest. Like people doesn't like to see it long, but when I get the react or like the message from like you guys too, like oh thank you for sharing and like oh I love the video, like so many different comments from like every culture, like every country. So like I would love to create more too. Like this video make me like motive and kind of like make me feel like I want to try as well as a challenge. So got like a courage more too.
It's almost like running toward the end of this year. I mean, it's just 4 months left. So
That's crazy.
is there any plan or idea you want to do within this year?
What I'm making for the video is like a face-to-face, like a flat. So what if like a 360 audience can feel? Even showcase too. I've been making so many showcases like on the stage, but it's like a face-to-face, one stage dancers looking this way. So what if like I can also share 360? That's my goal. How I can create not the square, the round, the circle way. Let's see if I can do it.
I mean, you're really full of idea. Yeah, I really want to watch it in the future. I mean,
Yes,
hopefully.
we'll see.
Okay, I think this is the end of the interview. I mean, thank you so much for sharing this beautiful story. I mean, I was eager to hear about it, and now I'm really satisfied with all of it. And thank you so much for everything.
Thank you so much. You're the best. Such a really honor to have you guys see like you who person like sharing dances more. It's such an honor. Thank you, thank you. 감사합니다.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
고자이마스.
arigatou.
Thank you very much. Have fun. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good night.